Okay, so the final thing that we're going to look at today is just a little bit about the page that people will see if they logged into your blog that you had made. So as we can see here, here's my post that I wrote called Welcome, and it tells you the date that that was written, Tuesday the 4th of September 2012. And it tells us who posted it, so that's me. So sometimes if you create a blog that has more than one person that can post to it, it's good to know the name of that. And this is the view that you will see. So you can see there's a few other little icons and things here that you can click on. So if we wanted to, rather than going into the settings part where we went before to edit the post, if we wanted to add something again, we can click on this little pencil here and see how the little message comes up that says edit post. If I click on that, it takes me to the edit page. I'll add a little bit more and then I'll update, and then I'll go back to my blog page. So there we go, we can see how that little sentence has come in. Now the other thing that you can do here is have a look at these little icons down the bottom here. There's two that are particularly important. So if you wanted to, if you had a Facebook account and you wanted to let people know on Facebook that you'd written a new blog post that you'd like them to read, you can click on this, share to Facebook, and it'll ask you for your Facebook details to log in, and you would log in, and then that would go into your Facebook, onto your Facebook page, and your friends would be able to see it. So that's a way of advertising what you've done with your blog. The other one you could use would be Twitter. So if you have a Twitter account and you want people to read your blog posts, okay, you could log into Twitter and that would share your blog post with them there. So we're not going to do either of those things. The other one is Google Plus, which we haven't talked about at all, but you could always find and read a little bit about that. Now the other thing here is it says here, it shows us what label this has come under. So say I'd written 10 posts and 6 of them I'd labeled trivia because they were all about trivial, ordinary, everyday matters. If I clicked on that, see how it's live, it would come up and it would show me all the posts down the page that were labelled trivia. So say I'd written 3 posts about sport and I'd labelled them sport, then I could click on sport and it would bring up those 3 posts no matter when they were written. Okay, now if we want to go back to the home page, we just click on home. The other thing here that you have is an archive of all your posts. So at the moment it's archiving by month, so it shows me that I've made 1 post in September, and that's what it's called. And as you blog, as you use your blog over the time, you'll have September and then October and then November, and it'll tell you how many posts for each month and also for each year. And then the other thing it will have is your profile. So if you wanted to, you could click on that and you could update your profile. So I could put a photo there, I could put a little bit about myself, and other things like that, but we're not going to do that today. Okay, so they're all options for you if you start a blog using Blogger. But what's really handy is that if you log in from the main page, you can just click on new post right from there, and the post page will pop up. Okay, we don't want that. We'll go back to our blog. And then you always need to make sure that once you're finished with your blog, whether you're writing or moderating comments or whatever, that you sign out. So you sign out of Blogger. So that's just a little introduction, and this is what the public would see on the internet if they went to my blog address. That's just a little introduction. There's heaps and heaps of help sheets and instructions and things that you would find on the internet. So good luck, and I hope some of you start blogging.